Hello everyone, it's Renee, the Practical Shaman. It's December, and I don't know about you, but I always seem to get to December winded. And even though I get winded, haha, there's always the fire tenders gathering, which we're now in our 14th year, and I'm happy to say people are registering. There'll be more information coming around about that daily, so keep watch. We have an inner sanctuary pass this year with some special guests presenting after the full day of speakers, and it'll also have time for small groups sharing. When I taught the Finish the Year Strong program this year, I really loved how it was more of a sharing circle as well as a teaching circle, but there was sharing and people had time to talk and really go into what was going on for them in their lives. I was noticing today, my Santa's workshop is very quiet this December. I'm wondering if any of you or who are in small business are finding that same thing to be true, but I'm noticing that it's quiet. Yes, I've sold a few decks of the oracles and a few wind whistles. We've got this one and this one and this one, plus we've got books, The Winds of Spirit, and A Pilgrim's Guide to Walking Wisdom. But generally, right after Thanksgiving, I find myself going to the post office every single day with, 8 and 10 boxes of wind whistles and oracle cards. Last year, I think during early December, I must have sold 600 boxes of oracle cards. And right now, it's kind of crickets. And I'm not sure if it's just going on for me or if it's just going on in general, or people are just gearing up right now, or you think, oh, I already have the Windwalker Wisdom Oracle. Well, if you do, who else might like it? Who do you know that you could gift one to? I'm getting ready to send some down to Crystal Fantasy. They told me they're just about out. To say something about the Oracle, how accurate this is. So yesterday I had a worker here, and I'd been meaning to talk to him because every day when he comes, it's always like, well, I need this little extra and I need that little extra. Meanwhile, he needed business cards and I just made them and sent. I couldn't quite find the right way to tell him that I thought that he was a little bit out of right reciprocity. I mean, he showed up, he's done a great job, I've paid him, all's well. But it's an attitude of reciprocity that I noticed was kind of missing. I'm going to start charging people more, just a little bit of a win and everything changes, but not in the favor of, I'm going to give a little more. No, I'm going to, take a little bit more. And he asked me what these were, and I said, that's my Windwalker Wisdom. Why don't you pull a card? So this is the card that he pulls. He pulled Wairarmama, the wind of right relationship. And through him pulling this card, I was able to tell him the story about Peru, that this idea of reciprocity comes from potato farming. Today we're going to go pick all of your potatoes, and then tomorrow you're going to come over to my house and pick all of my potatoes, and that's how the circle, that's how the community holds itself. And we can sometimes forget to do that. I've noticed people who have written to me and said to me, they've gotten the email about the I Am Symposium, I'm not on Facebook. So I write back and I say, no worries, we have an inner sanctuary pass this year that allows you to come to the Zooms, and it gives you the replays of the Zooms, and it's going to have small group sharing circles. Each and every time somebody wrote to me to tell me that they weren't on Facebook, and I told them that we had an option this year for our inner sanctuary pass, they never responded back. For years, I'd get resentful when I'd say, chip in for the video. The video costs like almost $1,000 to make the altar video. And we got a few donations, but I decided this year that I wasn't going to be resentful anymore, that it was going to be more my integrity with myself and my boundaries with myself. I either want to do this or I don't. This is what works. This is how we show up to support community, or this is not how we're going to support community. Because I was thinking about last year when I had the Pilgrim's Guide to Walking Wisdom come out, I think I sent out about 25 books. It was to people that I thought would enjoy the book, and there was to people that I thought would write a review. And whether or not they've written a review, that I'm not quite sure, because there would be a lot more reviews if the people that I sent the free books to had this review. So I think that part of my getting winded every December is this need to still pull around the community, to pull it forward, to hold it in the light. I'm going to invite you. The Fire Tenders Gathering is the 19th. I'm doing a potluck here in Whidbey Island. If you're local, you can make a donation, bring some potluck, and join us at the fire. On the 20th, all day long, from 8 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have amazing spiritual teachers. And the people that I invited this year are all people who've given back to the community in their own way, in their own communities. And I've watched it for years. And then during that coming week, we're going to have bonus presentations, one on listening. I'm going to do a couple of circles. I'm going to do a visioning thing. And also my friend Lori Lothian is going to do an astrology for the new year. And it's a small donation. It's $49. I hope you reach into your heart and see, how much have I gotten from this community? How much have I gotten year after year from the Fire Tenders Gathering? And have I given back? I might hold my fire, I might do my altar, but really, do I give back? And if not to this circle, where am I giving back? I'm going to invite you. I'm going to blow the wind of Waimamama, and I'm going to ask you to look deep into your heart to see how you're giving and how you're receiving, if they're aligned, or if you tend to take more than you give, or if you receive more than you take. Being able to receive is also a gift of the wind. Close your eyes and listen up. Huh. Can you hear this? So it's Renee Baribeau, the Practical Shaman, coming to you for the winter solstice at IamSymposium.com. Or if you're still looking for some thoughtful holiday gifts, head on over to thepracticalshaman.com/store and see what you can find there. Everything's fair trade, made by artisans, and we didn't upcharge them with the tariffs. I kept the price the same. Instead of having a big sale this year, I kept the price the same, even though the vendors charged us more. So that's my gift to you, and I hope to see you all, and thank you very much.